what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noel Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is my coffee drinking brother, Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit. Every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is where we combine 3D printing, DIY electronics, smash them together to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. It is episode 493. We are streaming in all the usual places. And if you have any comments, questions, GIFs, memes, you can drop them in any of the places and we can pull them up. I want to give some big shout outs to folks that are joining us in the Adafruit Discord chat channel, live broadcast chat channel, that is. If you'd like to join us and you haven't joined the thousands of folks that are on Discord, the URL for that is discord.gg/Adafruit. And you can join us in the live broadcast chat channel. We'll give a couple moments for folks to show up because we just started streaming. And in the meantime, why don't I go through the deals? We also have a coupon code for just for our audience that are watching live. If your order is $99 or more, you're going to get a free PCB coaster with a golden Adafruit logo. And if your order is $149 or more, you'll get that PCB coaster plus an Adafruit KB2040. That's a lovely microcontroller featuring the RP2040 chip. I've been using that one actually a lot lately. And at the top tier at $199 or more, you'll get the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. These get automatically added to your cart at checkout. While you're there, enter our coupon code EPOCH. EPOCH, and it'll get you 10% off your order. Good for the next 24 hours, EPOCH. We appreciate everybody putting their orders in today. All right, let's check out Discord and say hello to the lovely people that are watching live. We got Duester, Squid.jpg, hello, and Kinger North on YouTube, hello. Cool. All right. Well, we are prototyping new projects. We have projects that we're prototyping. No learn guide this week as we were working on development on these in progress projects. But last week we talked about the noodle sign, the Chatsubo sign, and the current boost. And thank you everybody for picking up a current boost, and love to see what everybody's working on. So who wants to go first?
Let's see, continue on with that current boost. We got back the JLC PCB prototypes for that.
That's right.
It is good to go. It should be in the shop. Like in a week or two, something like that. It doesn't take too long to produce these. Nice tiny little case that should fit your nude booster.
Yeah.
Think up some costumes or some props to utilize. Maybe like the longer nude, so we can fully power those now comfortably while it is portable.
Yeah. So what's the are there any changes from the PLA version to the SLA version?
Not anymore. Not with the bamboos. Those tolerances are like so perfect. Which makes file management a lot more easier. We used to have like one version for the FDM, one for the SLA. Now it's the same file.
Yeah, it's nice.
That makes it easier. A lot easier for designing too, because then we'd have to do the same thing there too. Have the sketches moved over by like the 0.2 or the 0.1 or whatever the tolerance differences was for that with the cruelties. So makes my life a lot easier for data management. So I have all these different versions and the STLs, and I think for this one, I think I sent a 3MF file, and that still worked. Perfect.
Very good. And just for folks that aren't aware, we're talking about the constant current booster converter for LEDs that is in the Adafruit shop. Let me pull that up here. It's in stock, so if folks want to pick this up, it's a great way to power noodles with 3 to 5 volts. And it has some screw block terminals and some dip switches, so it makes it really easy to kind of change out the resistance, so you can make your LEDs brighter or dimmer depending on what your power voltages are. And you can see here in the product photos, it's powering LED noodles, and those LED letter filaments. So really, really sweet. So you it's been booked, so we're going to order a few of those so folks can have a case to go along with it. It's a really nice PCB. It's got 4 mounting holes, so you can attach it to all sorts of different enclosures. And yeah, pretty easy to use. Got a learn guide. This is Pedro's project from last week, so check it out and let us know how the noodle boosts are going. Okay. And if you want a, want to pick one up, you can get 10% off with Epoch. Are you doing all right? You got mic problem or something?
Yeah, I got Brent saying that the mic sounds like it's far away from me. Is it my game?
It sounds okay so far.
I just talk closer to the mic.
Hello.
Pretend to be one of those podcasters.
Yeah, do an NPR style podcast. Okay, cool. Did you want to share the?
I think the second thing is the JST puller. I don't know if I mentioned it last week.
Yeah, let's take a look
as well. Where is it?
Yeah,
teeny tiny.
I think a stream or two ago.
With all these teeny tiny little cases and
little things.
Parts, because the third one is also teeny tiny.
It's a tiny, yeah.
But this is just a JST puller that is just made to easily remove JST. So once it's mounted, the little sides on here, oh man, because it's white on white, you can barely see how it grabs onto the edges of that without you tugging on the cable and ripping that out.
Yeah.
As you can tell here, we've had that problem. And like I was saying, a third one is going to be a case for the USB-C fixer. So that has an extra resistor on there. So when USB power is communicating to things like an iPad, it will properly power it and allowing it to send its power with the correct voltage and current. So look how teeny tiny this one is. See if I can even open it. Yeah, this one just came out the plate, so I still do have to do some adjustments to it. Look on the inside here. That's all it does. Just protects it because it is all just circuitry. So we don't have this touching anything else while it is coiled up charging. Just a 2-piece design, snap fits like usual. We have a port side and then the socket side. So USB cable can plug right in. I do have, you can kind of see the little.
Oh, it has a light
shining through there. Yeah. I have a little, it's like 0.2 millimeter cutaway. So you can see the light shining through. So you can tell that it is indeed working and being powered up. So we'll fix it. It's just like the pegs. I was trying to be all fancy with the differences in the height of where the components are of the PCB. So it's all nice and level. So we don't have any rattling around inside the case. So just got to move or adjust the pins where that is around, and these should be good to go. Nice little simple one. I did ask if they wanted like some fancy like cable holders so you can like wrap around it, but it's gonna be a nice simple one for now.
Yep, very good. All right, and if folks want to pick that up, it is in stock. Here it is. It's sorry, I was just getting the link here. So it's in stock. If folks want a nice little fixer for their USB-C cables, this will do it for you. We also have a 3D model of it that's on the our GitHub repo site. So if you want to use this in a project or spin up your own, you can reference the CAD files. We have the Eagle CAD files as well here. So just take a look at the product if it's something that you want to need. Yeah. Pretty simple.
It's so tiny.
It's so tiny.
Takes like 12 minutes to print.
Yeah, that's good.
I gotta add some I think I need to add some like labels on here so you know which side is which, since the ports are there's different heights in where the socket and the port or the connector is. So just so people have an easier time of alignment. So I gotta figure out some besides just the labeling, but maybe some design on it or something. I don't know if we need the Adafruit logo on there or not, but there's enough canvas area, tiny bit, but
Yeah.
something to put on the back there.
Yeah, labels are always great. So
Yep, the labels at least, if not logo.
Yep. That's one of the cool things about the SLAs. You can get pretty detailed, a little bit more detailed than FDM. I mean, you can still do it in FDM, but it's nice to get really, really small details.
And it looks like a piece of gum. It's so tiny.
Yeah, very, very small pieces. Cool. Okay. Up on YouTube, Go Figure Go is saying that they're nearly done with a 1/12 scale of the cyberpunk diorama using 3 nudes as well as LEDs all cut on a laser cutter engraver. That's very cool.
Please share it on the show and tell.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let us know if Pedro's mic is okay. Sounds good to me on my end, so I think we'll keep going. All right, so that's what you're working on. Small stuff. Very good. Let's see. I'll switch gears to my camera. So MIDI controller. I'm calling this the MIDI keyset because it is the USB keyset that we did I guess a month ago now. It has hotkey switches, an 83KB2040 as the microcontroller. It's running CircuitPython code. It was kind of used as a macro pad kind of thing where it was doing USB HID inputs. I really like the design of the keys, the way they actuate, and they feel like piano keys. So I figured that'd be a MIDI controller. So I spun it up, turned it into a MIDI controller and added 3 potentiometers here for controlling modulation and whatever else. And then a rotary encoder and then a display so I can see what's happening when I'm turning knobs and stuff. So this is a collab project with Liz, and we collaborated on kind of spinning me up on using Claude to do some code assistant stuff with CircuitPython. So let me do a little demo here of what the features are. So you got these keys. They're going to play MIDI notes. So you press them and it just does note on and off with the MIDI library. And then these potentiometers, when you turn them, they will change different parameters in your synthesizer. So for example, we can change the modulation, maybe an effect like a filter delay, and maybe an LFO effect. So the display here has different shapes. So we have some circles. So those represent the potentiometers. And as you can see here, as I turn the knob, you're getting the values changing. So it's displaying dynamic data here on the display over the circle. And you can see each one of them is changing. And then down here, we have these 5 squares that are supposed to represent the key switches here for the different MIDI notes. And then the numbers here are MIDI note values. So 61 would be like a C sharp, 64 is like a D, and so on and so forth. So the idea here is that the rotary encoder, you can see that there's like a little outline that's highlighting the first potentiometer. As I rotate the rotary encoder, the highlight is changing. So this is giving you an idea. It's like, oh, I can select something. So when I press into the rotary encoder, it goes into an edit page. So here it says edit pot A, CC number 1, and then it's going to show the range. So the range of the potentiometer, and then a MIDI channel. So as I'm rotating the knob, you can see I'm highlighting different text elements here, text items. And the idea is that you were able to change these values on the fly using the rotary encoder and seeing it displayed on the OLED here. So it's a work in progress. As you can see, the interface is still a little off, but we're getting there. So I was able to create some of these text labels and display IO and get these values displayed, and learning about dictionaries and like data structure and like how to kind of store data and pull it out with display IO text labels. So that's what we're working on. It's a pretty advanced project once you start like changing values and saving them. But yeah, it's all done in CircuitPython. It's all MIDI USB code, which is pretty cool. So that's from the code side of it. From the design, just did a little bit of extra stuff, like where I extended these colors here, added a little bit of embossed texture there. But otherwise, it's kind of the same. The rotary knob here is 3D printed, and these are we carry these in stock, so these are like injection molded. And it's got a KB2040 as the microcontroller, I think I talked about. And the rotary encoder is just a standard rotary encoder. It didn't have space or really need the Seesaw rotary encoder because it has like a PCB and the NeoPixel built in and like headers, and didn't really need it. And the display is just connected to the KB2040 using a STEMMA QT port, STEMMA QT cable, so just plug and play, which is really nice. And yeah, this is going to be a fun MIDI controller.
Awesome.
Yeah, last week I played a demo video of some sounds coming out of it. But yeah, some fun updates to it. So yeah, I'm learning a lot, and shout out to Liz for kind of teaching me the ropes. And I'm hoping to do more of this type of displaying data on an OLED and having a custom UI, all done in CircuitPython.
Nice.
Yeah. It's such a fun thing when you get something like maps. And you're like, oh my God, look at the values changing. Oh, that's so cool. So it's kind of like the bug that bites you, and you're kind of like addicted now and you want to start doing it. So it's about time I start writing some CircuitPython code, and it's good to have someone experienced in CircuitPython projects to like help you get started, because I don't know. Like,
it's inspiring.
Personally, like I
can
can
see
take the demo code
jumping
and
point.
modify it, but starting from scratch is like really, really good. It reminds me of our web design days where me and Pedro were front end developers, so we would do HTML and CSS, and a lot of this is reminiscent to those days where you're
styling,
you know, shifting pixels around and trying to figure out the right font and all that stuff. So yeah. It's been a while since I've designed an interface. Normally when I collaborate with Liz, like she kind of takes the lead on the interface because she's got a good eye and knows how to program it. And I'm just like, it'd be nice if we could change this or that. But otherwise, this was all like my idea kind of. So kind of cool.
Cool, yeah. Like I was saying, it's super inspiring. I see the next step in something like for data, like changing things would be an LED strip where you have all your options. It's like a mini WLED. That's not WD, but like you're showing like the animations. You're scrolling through them on an OLED display. So say, I don't know, you're going through the animations or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Like
once you're doing that.
Yeah, and like instead of going through your phone, you have it like right there, right on your
right.
Like say this is controlling LEDs, and the options you're going through are all the colors and things like that.
Colors or animated presets. Yeah, that's a good project idea actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brightness.
Another one is like I want to like at some point we want to make a DIY iPod Classic where you have the ANO rotary encoder and you're like scrolling through a list of, let's say, WAV files or MP3s, and then you would click it and then it would start playing and you would see like the progress and stuff. We kind of have that with JP's project, but I don't think it has like a rotary encoder. So that'd be a cool project to try to do in CircuitPython. So we're using Claude to kind of help us, like for example, like these MIDI notes were originally digital I/O button presses. So we were able to just quickly, and we can do this manually, but it's nice to have Claude like, hey, can you just take this piece of code and turn it into a keypad object? It's like, yeah, no problem. Here's your keypad object. So that was really nice to kind of use Claude to kind of just do a little piece of here, because I don't want to manually have to like convert this thing because it could take longer. So it kind of helps you speed up what you want.
Totally.
But then also it's good to have an experienced programmer do this, because there were some parts where we were like, can you do this? And Claude's like, yeah, here it is. And it's like
wrong,
fake, hallucinated, like values. It's like, actually, no, that's not right. I wouldn't have known that because I don't know. But Liz was able to be like, nope, that's wrong. Actually, let's do it this way.
Yeah, at instances where it was programming a certain way, like the formatting, and then 3 chats down the line, it like reverted back to what the
Yeah,
that editor did not like.
that's funny.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
The indentation has to be
Sorry
this
for the
way.
confusion, it'll say. Yeah. So it's funny to see
I
it.
read
Like,
some more words doing that on purpose, so you waste more tokens. So it's
oh,
like,
that's funny. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
how's my audio now? I just saw there was an update to StreamYard, I think like 3 weeks or a month ago, where it let you some of the mic options, it has automatically adjust mic volume. So I turned that off
Yeah.
and then have the mic volume being not automatic. So hopefully that
Yeah, maybe that's what's going on.
stays current for.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like thinking I'm background noise and eliminating or reducing my audio.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's good. I hear it fine. All right, checking in on the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Kling
Discord,
is asking, yep, if you could build a MIDI controller like that using a RP2040 instead. Yeah, this is the KB RP, the Adafruit KB 2040, which uses an RP40 chip. The reason why I'm using that one is because I have a lot more GPIO than like a QT Py. Like I ran out of space because originally the USB keyset used a QT Py. So I'm using KB24 because it has that and it has the stemma QT port. So it's a really good board for this project. If you have like a Pico, you could do that. Yeah, the Pico totally can do that. You gotta check this out. This is a learn guide from Liz that is called MIDI for Makers. And this is what I use all the time. This is how I started this project. Is I went to Liz's guide and I went to Let's Build, and I could build a basic MIDI keyboard with a Pico, or in this case, a Feather RP2040. But yeah, you can totally install the CircuitPython firmware onto your Pico RP2040 and use this exact same code, and just maybe change the pinouts depending on what you want to do. But she's got some really good fundamental basic code for like just a couple button inputs, controlling pots, or using pots to control different MIDI CCs. So all the code is here. So I kind of cribbed a lot of this just to get the foundation stuff, even BLE MIDI sequencing. So definitely check out MIDI for Makers and get yourself CircuitPython installed on your Pico RP2040. Yeah, really great resource for MIDI controllers, if not the best resource for microcontrollers. Yeah. Cool.
I got the comment here from Squid.jpg Aaron saying that press with the free tier of Claude, but yeah, if it wasn't babysitting it, double checking everything, definitely wouldn't lead me astray.
Yeah, it's good if you just like a big chunk of something that you want to convert. You're like, hey, just do this for me, so I'm not spending an hour like typing out all these different elements.
Yeah.
And yep, dig in the colors. I actually have a quick note about colors since we have time. So this piece here, which I call it like the cover, it's a separate piece. It prints with no supports, but because there's like these little details here where like this color rounds off and it goes back into the white, and then it switches to the yellow, and then switches to this red. This takes 10 to 11 hours to print, and it uses a purge tower using the AMS. That's the automatic material system for the Bamboo Labs 3D printer. Makes printing this stuff great, but the thing is that this took 10 hours. So I thought, like, what if I got rid of this detail and just bled this all the way through, kind of like how the back is here. And that reduced the print time from 10 hours to 2 hours. So you're saving you're spending 8 hours if you want this little detail. And it looks cool. It's aesthetic. But it's just funny how like a small design change will shape off so many hours of 3D printing.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting thing because
logically it makes
another
sense
thing.
You're rounding off.
Yeah. So it's having to change just for this tiny little bit of detail here, over and over again, and it's a lot of waste, right? And there's a purge tower, and it has to, purge like in the back of the machine. Another thing that I found that if I extend this and get rid of this detail and just make it full color here, you can print this using the hot swap filament technique, and you don't need an AMS. Yeah. So for other folks that don't have an AMS, they can like swap the filament out, and it would end up looking like this. In the back here, where it kind of the full color does a full change, as opposed to this right here, where it's changing back to white and then back to the color and then back to white, over and over again. So just some interesting things that I realized, like you can, depending on what you want to do with your design.
Dude, the other thing too, if you got rid of the gap, the white, the little gap where the white is, then you would probably reduce it even more.
Yeah. So it's a balance of like, do you really want this detail, and is time not an issue, or material waste not an issue? Go crazy. But you know, we have this, so I figured, what is this right here shows you that you're not doing a hot swap filament technique.
Yeah.
This can only be done with a multi-material. Like,
well, I mean, now it tells us that you spent 10 hours printing.
Yeah, right. Like, this took 10 hours to print. Yeah. But normally, if it was one, you know, it's take an hour to print, because
totally relevant. I forget where, some like funny joke thing on one of the groups said something along the lines of, I spent an hour setting up the slice to print a 45-minute print.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Okay, so that's the MIDI controller. Work in progress. It's going to be a learn guide. We'll chat about it more in the weeks to come. On to Fruit Jam. So we took a look at this last week, and the only update I did was I added snaps to the edges here, so I had to extend the length of the enclosure a little bit. And because of that, I had to do one of these things where your enclosure needs like a little indentation to kind of allow a audio connector to kind of fit into that. So that's what's going on there on the side. So let's open it up. You can see here I have the top has these little snap fit grabbers, and then the bottom half has little nubs here on the edges. And then there's just a generic lip here that allows it to key in so it won't move around. So that gets fitted into the edges here. I think that's the only. Oh yeah, I also did this update here where because I have the logo dual extruded in this black, I figured what if I created this this kind of light guard that will isolate and stop the NeoPixel LEDs on the PCB to kind of keep them from like lighting up the whole case and only light up this section. And that actually worked out really good. Let me see if I can do. I think we have time, right? Yeah, we have time.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna plug it in. It's just USB-C. You have DVI for HDMI displays. You have a SD card here. Broken out header. You got a couple button presses here. I do have to change the code real quick to this NeoPixel demo that I have. So give me a second to do that. This is the matrix code, and this will be the NeoPixel LEDs.
Oh, nice.
So you'll see how
beautiful
how creating this kind of guard to kind of block the LEDs. You can kind of see it's bleeding a little bit here, but that's okay. I just wanted this area to like really shine through and be isolated. So that's kind of a cool lighting diffusion technique. Yeah. And it's just running through some LED animations using the LED animation CircuitPython library. And it's like 0.2 brightness. So it's pretty bright. And then like I made this layer here, like 2 layers thick or 2 layers thin, so that it kind of shows a little bit more of the color. So you can see here when I pop it out, it's printed in black and it's extruded out, so it kind of just barely touches the NeoPixels there. So that creates this cool isolated technique. So this could be like a different shape, I guess, if we wanted to, but I think just this little shape here is pretty cool. So that's a cool little lighting technique that utilizes multicolor. So yeah, I wonder how this would work if it was white. I think it would probably not work as good. So we'll see.
Yeah, it might help diffuse it.
It might just like diffuse it. I think that's about it. That's the only update that I did. This thing's really cool too. The on and off switch. it kind of locks into the Switch there, which is nice. Yeah, hopefully we get the Fruit Jam in this week.
Excited.
Yeah, excited for it. So that's the Fruit Jam. Let me show folks the
Goes to refresh the page.
yeah, right.
Nothing.
Let's just search for Fruit Jam, and you can see the product page. And folks, sign up to the to get notified when it comes in stock, so you'll be the first ones to know when it is in stock. Yep. So looking forward to doing some fun Mac emulation and some NES emulation, some custom games. I want to get this Larzio paint going, and get some cool startup screens and terminal stuff. A lot of fun projects planned for it. So it's like I'm hoping that it's going to be like just this playground for folks that are designing cyber decks. Like I want to make a cyber deck kind of version of the Fruit
I think
Jam.
you saw the one, right, on YouTube or Instagram, one of them.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
the blue rotates.
Yes. That's going to be on next week's blog. I pinned it
Yeah.
because it's so cool to see. But I think this is like a different approach than the Raspberry Pi, because Raspberry Pi is kind of pricey these days. Since with Fruit Jam, you can do a lot of development on it with CircuitPython, of course, and it's got a lot of fun little add-ons and things. Cool. So Fruit Jam.
So they got the Sega Genesis emulating on there. I want to play Sonic.
Yeah.
Or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, I think we can jump into this week's Timelapse Tuesday for Community Makes.
Actually, 1 second. I got one shop talk thing. Let me go to the browser over here. So I think last week I did some commits to our CAD parts repo on GitHub. So I have some new parts added. Let's see here. Starting off with, the 23rd, we have the Raspberry Pi Pico case. So that is now added. That is the SLA case that we have in the shop, but you can download the STL and STEP file and Fusion 360 files on our GitHub repo now. So you have that Sparkle Motion case, the mini Sparkle Motion case, the Feather DVI case, and then for new products, we have the Tricolor e-ink, the 2.13-inch Tricolor e-ink. So we have a 3D model of that one as well. You can see a little picture of it. So if you want to do some e-ink projects, you want to make a custom enclosure, check out our 3D model if you need it. And I think those are all. We also have the USB-C fixer there with the proper weird USB-C. I think they're weird because it like seats into the middle of the PCB. It's kind of different. It's kind of the first time I've seen it done that way on a native free board. But yeah, 3D model of that. And I'll keep adding more stuff. If you want to add a part request, you can use our issues tab and just add an issue. And I'll get to it. And a link to that, I'll pop it in here. Cyber Fruit Jam deck, says Yanni Scoo. Yeah, it's super cool. And I'll pop it in the various channels as well. And if you want to subscribe to the GitHub repo and get notified when I add stuff, I think you can star it or follow it, one of those things. Watch it. I'm not sure what the difference is. I guess watch will give you, notified all notifications in this repo. So y'all know how to GitHub more than I do. Okay. With that, now we can go to your time lapse.
All right, this week's Community Make for Timelapse Tuesday is the Epoch from Chrono Trigger. I never heard of this game until PT sent it over as a request. So this is his birthday gift. He wants something that nobody has. So
what a cool request.
Yeah, never heard of this before. I got to pull up Wikipedia here to even explain what this is. Role-playing game from 1995, published by Square for the Super Nintendo. first installment was the Chrono series. So this is the ship that they travel around in, going through time.
Epoch.
Epoch, yeah.
Epoch Wings of Time, I think, is the name of the ship. This is a cool looking ship. It's got like some steampunk, mid-century modern Jetsons kind of aesthetic, which is really cool. So
much detail in it.
Yeah, a lot of
I had
detail.
to scale it up so all these tiny little details didn't crumble into pieces.
Yeah, let's take a look at it there. Wow, look at that. That's dope.
So I actually printed a bigger version for PT, so it looked a lot more better because I used more support material, and since the parts are thicker, it will do a better job in printing. So got this like little flap in the back that although it's pretty sturdy, since the PLA that we're using is like the Tough Plus PLA, so
yeah, okay.
Super fragile, but they can bend. But I did use Bamboo Studio to do all of the coloring, which took quite a while.
Yeah, right.
So, but definitely worth it for the outcome. Look at all those cool color changes that we got going on there. It's 4 colors. Got the gold, it's like a copper color, and then the off-white, I believe, is the name of this one. It's like the same one that we're using here. Although I think we found out that the color that people are using to print the Retro Max is actually this cotton white matte from Chrome, aka Polymaker.
Yeah.
And we're just using the translucent here. There's even like detail you can't really see here. It's like the seat and like the control deck that's in there. I did not use as much support material for this one since I wanted to print up pretty quick. It took like 2.5 days to print.
Wow.
The bigger one actually took less layer changes or color changes because there was I'm guessing because of all the tree supports that were on the bottom. So the one I sent PT looks way more smoother than this one. And I think the only thing I got wrong was the exhausts. I think these are supposed to be brown, or the copper color that I used.
Yeah.
But it is a pretty cool print.
Yeah. Let me pull up the
Thingiverse.
Yeah, so it's posted by Kylanm on Thingiverse, and theirs is a repost actually. I'm just learning about this, but here's the model. And in the description they link to the original file from GrabCAD, which I'm a big fan. I have an account with GrabCAD. Easton actually designed it, and it says the time machine from the old Super Nintendo game Chrono Trigger. I love this game. Decided to make it. And you can see here it looks like it was modeled in some sort of solid model working, but you can see pretty spot on with the color choices there. Yeah, so here's like a, I guess, a rendition of it and some more photos of it. Wow. This reminds me of like the Bryce 3D days. Like this wood tone on the wing with like this gold. So good job on the coloring. It looks pretty. Oh wow! Look at this. Is there a roped cockpit inside?
Yeah, there's a cockpit inside.
Holy moly!
Can't see it on the camera. You can kind of see it in real life. So it's a nice hitting detail that you can't get to, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's an IGS, so it has all the original bodies, solid bodies, which is pretty cool. So let's take a look at your. You're going to show us the.
Oh yeah, you can't see it on the camera.
Oh, but you can see through it in
real life.
In real life, you can see through it.
Yeah, you can see it. Just a faint, like diffused look at what the inside of it is. You can kind of see there.
Is the inside?
Yeah, there is detail on the inside.
Yeah. Oh man, it'd be cool if it could be removed.
I know.
It's a shame that it's like blocked. Not blocked, but like
trapped in there.
It's trapped. It's like a ship in a bottle. You can't get it out.
It is.
It's funny. I didn't know I had all that detail. That's really cool.
Oh, there's so much detail on there.
Yeah.
You can see here I turned on critical supports only. Turned it off for PTs. It looks
give you all supports. Yeah.
Yeah. And I scaled it up all the way, like as big as I could on the other one.
So you have
a little bit smaller.
Big as your head, spaceship?
No, it's as big as the build plate.
Okay.
Rotated it diagonally so it would fit as big as I could.
Yeah. All in one piece. So
all in one piece, yeah.
No assembly. Already colored.
This would have been such a pain if I had to paint this with acrylic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, time consuming for sure.
Yeah, but super cool piece. Even like all the tiny little rivets, like all those are all different colors using the copper, like the metallic copper from Protopasta for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the exhaust, you can see through it.
Wow.
Get an angle.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, you can't see through. Can't get the angle right.
You got a light, like shine a light and see if you can see it. You got your phone?
Yeah.
Your LED on your phone? See if you can see through it. We're all anxiously holding our breath to see.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it goes
can
all
see
the
it.
way through.
Now shine it on the like the dome thing.
Oh, in the
See it
dome?
there, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's
you
like
can block
diffusing it
out.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it made it
you can
really
see
hard.
it in real life.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's the camera.
That'll be fun detail for people. Oh, look, you can kind of see the
Yeah, you can see the chair.
there, the
Yeah, that's cool.
console, the little steering wheel.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. Cool little detail for PT to check out.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It should be sturdy enough for me to play with the kiddo.
Yeah.
Sort of
One thing I'll say, I think we mentioned this before, is that when I would see something like this before I had a bamboo, I'd be like, it's impossible to print. I mean, the Kylanm, the thing that user posted it,
Look at the
even
makes.
said, I don't know if these can print or not. And it's like,
go to the makes, and this is exactly what
I see
we
what you're
would have
saying. Go
thought.
to the makes.
Go to the last make. This is what you automatically imagine.
Yeah, this is what you get with your $100 printer. M3D. Remember the M3D?
I still have it. It's in the closet.
That's funny.
It's in
not throwing shade. It's just like that's the reality. Is like when you're trying to print something as detailed as this.
No, like the back hatch is freaking thin, dude.
Yeah, it's like incredible that it can even print on the bamboo. Like wow. Here's another print of it. And again, when it's just one color, it's kind of like
it looks like a blob as one color, but when you have all the colors in there.
Oh, here's a nice one.
Like
looks like it was spray painted.
Yeah, exactly.
And like some of the grid detail, like
no, it's incredibly difficult to do that if the printer itself isn't doing it. That's why I point out to the grills in the front. Like, bro, it looks so clean.
Yeah,
and then like all these tiny little rivets too. Like, all that detail.
Yeah.
And look, and again, this looks even better on the bigger one that I sent PT.
Right.
Like all the stuff in the back there. Like I couldn't paint that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
All the engine stuff back there.
Yeah. So, man, those printers these days make some
good
this
parts. Is the crappy one. This is the crappy one.
The crappy one. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. So, very cool. All right. So the files are up there. We got links. If folks are super fans and they want to print theirs, check it out. All right, on to community makes. We have one this week. Let me pull it up. Boop, boop. We got a make of the Severance inspired Bluetooth speaker, posted up by George. George on Printables posted their make of it. They said they printed it in Overture PLA using 0.2 layers. Easy to print and assemble. Very nice. And added to the dozens of makes that folks are posting up on Printables. And I think last week we talked about the remix someone did where they added a microphone and ESP Now, which is super cool. All right. And that is this week's community makes. All right. For programming note, let me show us here. Circuit Python Day is going to be August 15th. That's on a Friday. And there's going to be a full day of special content, live streams, and more on Friday, August 15th, Circuit Python Day. And if you have a question, you can drop a question. Sorry, I think I lost the link. Here it is. I got it. There it is. All right, so you can submit your questions for Dan and Scott to answer during CircuitPython Day live stream. So they're going to do a special CircuitPython Day live stream with Dan and Scott, the core devs of CircuitPython. So Liz put this together, and you can click on the link here to the Google form, and you can ask your question, and they'll answer it live on CircuitPython Day, and probably do a back and forth discussion on said question, said answer to question. Yeah, I'll put it on Discord straight to the Google form.
And I'll put it in the notes so we can remember where it is.
Yeah, we'll promote it every week up until the week of. I think the week of, we will not do a stream on Wednesday, but postpone it to Friday so that it's will be. I think last year we did the same, where we started the stream off at 11 a.m. our time. So yeah, CircuitPython Day. We'll release a full schedule as we get folks. As we heard the cats, as they say. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to get everybody synchronized, but we're working on it. Cool. Where am I here? Here. There we go. CircuitPython Day. There you go. And we got this fancy graphic. So Blinka is numbers. CircuitPython Day. And we'll have like all sorts of banners and stuff throughout August leading up to the day, CircuitPython Day. Maybe probably gonna have a new song. Yeah. I hope we have a new song.
Oh, yeah.
With more lyrics than just CircuitPython Day. Code play the open source way.
I just remembered how it goes.
Yeah. Yep.
The melody. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. CircuitPython Day. Code play the open source way. Yep. It's a banger. All right. Before I close the show, don't forget, if you do want to pick up anything from the Adafruit shop, don't pay full price. Use our 10% off coupon code Epoch. Good for the next 24 hours. Depending on how things go tonight, this might be the only code for today. So use it. Yeah. Let's see. Tonight, JP will be hosting Show and Tell. It starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And Ask an Engineer is probably going to happen at 8 p.m. If not,
later.
We'll try to update folks, and maybe it'll be posted later. Just be patient with Lamar and Phil as they try to get out Ask an Engineer. Thursday, I think we're going to have JP's workshop. Live streams at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Fridays is a deep dive with Foamy Guy. They're doing a lot of fun Fruit Jam OS stuff. So check them out on Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Eastern. And then from the Desk of Lady Ada, we'll kind of like, it's either on hiatus or we'll come out when they get to it. So we appreciate everybody's patience as they wind down a bit. I think that's it. Yeah. Any last words, people on Discord?
The GIF Yanni posted.
Let me see that GIF. Oh, that's cool. So that's from the video game, the Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta fire this up. I gotta try this out.
I saw what some of the quotes were.
Oh, there's quotes?
Quotes. Yeah, one of the
quotes.
There's a lot of memorable quotes. One of them is something along the lines is, together we can make the world better. Something like that.
Oh, that's a very Adafruity ethos.
Right?
Only together can we get out of this. That's cool. All right. Well, PT is good on those messages. All right, folks. That's going to do it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the coupon code. And I think we'll see you tonight on Show and Tell. Join the Discord chat for the link a little bit before 7:30, and you can we'd love to see your projects. Okay. Did we do it? Yeah, we did it. Cool.
Fly away.
All right. I'm going to write some CircuitPython code. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Until then, remember to make a great day. Bye, everybody.